Day. So next naman explain ko yung codes ko for my laboratory activity 4 to 5 sa Python. So ito naman yung aking system for bus fare system. So kina-calculate lang nito yung fare based on the passenger age, destination zone. So ina-apply din yung discount for children, students, and senior citizen. Then biniprint yung pinaka-final fare. So ito piniprint lang yung title ng program. Then dito hinanap ng system yung age nung tao, nung user. So mag-input yung user dito. Then isi-save nung system yung na-input niya sa variable age. Then zone naman, mamimili yung user ng destination 1, 2, or 3. So mag-input yung user. Then next, mga price nung fare based on sa destination. Kung yung age naman, kung yung age daw nung user is less than to 5 below pababa, 4 years old pababa, may free ride daw yung user. And then, ito naman is 50% discount for minors. And then, ito namang age 60, discount naman for senior citizen. Then else kapag regular lang yung is yung yung user kung normal age lang siya. Then yung output ng system ito. So enter age 21, namin is yung destination. Yung fare niya is 40. Next naman is yung GPA to letter grade converter. So ito, kino-convert lang yung student GPA kung 0 to 4 into a letter grade from A to F. So ito is yung pag-input ng GPA. And then ito, kung highest grade ba siya, and then kung bagsak ba siya. So kung highest grade siya, is enter niya is A. Kung lowest grade or 1.0 below is letter F yung ipiprint niya. Then kung yung grade na in-input user is 3, is B. Kung 2 is C. Kung 1 is D. Then kung pababa na yan, again, F na siya. So yung output niya is this. So nag-enter yung user ng 2, then ang lumabas is C. Next naman is yung ATM withdrawal validator. So ito naman, this program check if the withdrawal amount is valid. So kung most not exceed 20,000 or must be divisible by 100, then piniprint if the transaction is successful or invalid. So again, print lang to ng title ng system. Ito naman is yung pag-input ng amount na wini-withdraw ng user. Itong sumunod na to. Then ito naman is kung hindi pwede lumagpas sa 20,000. So i-print niya is exceeds limit. Then ito naman na line of code, yung ATM machines only use 100 peso denominations. So transaction successfully i-print niya. Then i-print niya kung hindi exact 100 siya, invalid amount. So ito yung kanyang output. So nag-input yung user na nag-withdraw yung user ng 50,000, exceeds limits ang lumabas. So next is yung laboratory activity 5 namin. Ito naman yung system ko, cafe ordering system. So, dito naman, ang function nito is dine-determine niya the price of a drink using match case menu. Then, kung may extra 5 pesos, kung kinus ng user is take out. So, ito yung title ng aking system. Then, ito yung menu, yung kukunin yung order at gagawing lowercase. So, yan. Then, ito man take out. Yes or no for takeout. So, again, kung may magta-takeout siya, mag-a-add ng price ng 5 pesos. So, ito naman is yung match case Python switch na may default case kung invalid. So, ito yun. Tapos, kung nag-yes yung user sa takeout, mag-a-add ng 5 pesos. Then, to-print yung total price. Yun. And then, yung kanya output, ito. So, pinili niya T, then take out siya, yes. And so, total is 45. So, next naman is yung grade remarks. So, itong program naman to, kino-convert niya yung letter na grade na 8 to F into a remarks such as excellence, very good, or fail. Then, gumagamit siya ng dictionary to map grades to remark. So, again, title lang to. Mag-print lang ng title. Then, ito is yung pag-input. Then, ito naman is yung pag-input ng user para makuha yung grade. Then, gagawing uppercase. Then, ito yung uh, uh, mga remarks. And then, kung in-enter ba ng user is A, excellent lalabas. Kung in-enter ng user is B, very good, very good lalabas. Then, so on and so forth. Then, ito yung last link print na to is yung return niya lang yung nung get value, return niya yung value kung existing or else invalid grade siya. So, ang output is ito. So, kinuha is A. So, in-input ng user is A. So, excellent lumabas. Then, next is lastly, yung currency converter. So, itong currency converter, changes any given amount into Philippine peso based on predefined conversion rate. So, yung based dun sa aking linagay na conversion. So, ang linagay ko lang is USD, Euro, then Philippine. And ano pa pala? Japanese yen. So, again to, pag-print lang to ng title. So, ito yung kukunin yung currency type. And then, itong amount to convert naman siya. Ito yung papa-convert. Yung i-input ng user dito. Then, kung ano man yung pinili ng user dito, kung USD ba, or Euro, Japanese yen, or Philippines. Ito yung conversion currency pala. Then, ito yung magko-convert. Then, yung i-print na yung pinaka-final total in peso. So, yun lang yung aking activity in Lab 4 to 5.